Yes, Bond is back on road for hunting. Not an easy job, it's going to be a hard job. What? 27 quid. It's an expensive car to maintenance when it's come to. But if you know what you do, I know what I mean. If you own one, it's not cheap to maintenance. If I would take it to garage, probably looking at £300, something like that. 250, £300, easy. Jaguar X-Type, wheel bearing, rear wheel bearing. That's one of my customized Jag, so I got to the wheel bearing making noise. I've done my first video, if you see, on the very beginning. So them, the Ford Mondeo and the Jag X-Type, they both are the same. However, at that time I take one from Ford Mondeo, I mean X-Type to Ford Mondeo, and then swap it around. So this time I purchased one, 160 quid from Eurocar parts, but I bought it off eBay, 26 quid. So all I got to check it out, take the wheel off, and we'll go from there. There you go, wheels off. I had to take the disc off. Before that I had to take the clipper, I think it's 13. That one there. It's 13 and one at here. So if you see my other video how I replace a brake pad, there is more in detail how to take them off. So, and I'm going to go in detail, so I'm just going to take the clipper off and the disc will come. Then the screws has to come. That's the difficult part. I'll get you in a minute. That one come off, them two bolts as I mentioned. And then here is the clipper part. Take the pad out, and then there is two more screws around the back here. One here and one underneath. I think them, I'm not sure, it's 13. That sounds a bigger one. We'll find out in a minute. So them two got to come off, and then we can take the clipper in. Took the clipper off. It's come apart. Only just them two screw. But that, I mean this one here. So they're quite straightforward, but you have to be careful when you take them off because of the corrosion. And then this can come off easily. But now thing is, these are the four screws got to come off. One, two underneath. But taking them off is not that easy because of the corrosion. So got to tap them both, and then I have to spray WD-40 from inside here so that I can reach. And then got to be very gentle. It's not going to be easy. Let me try one. Alright, I used a hammer to take all the corrosion off it out. I didn't hit the bolt, but I did hit the sides here. I hit it really hard, trust me not. So break all the corrosion, and if it's helped to loosen that nut, it will be even better. It will come up easy, otherwise you need a power tool to get off. So I'm going to spray it from inside that drum, using that hose to 4 bolts, WD-40. So, and then that will help to get that off. Right, I thought of covering a few stuff more in detail on this one. Last time that job was a bit quicker, so I told you which are the screws in the previous video to come off. Two there, two underneath, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Be a little careful because of the rust. You need to first clean the bolt head with, with the hammer or something like that, just to take all the corrosion. because if you see, these are all the corrosion come off of the other day when I hammer it, so they'll fit the tool perfectly into the bolt, like otherwise you will eat the bolt, it won't go in, it will be in halfway. So make sure when you're taking it off, the bolt get right in there. So if you hammer the bolt, I mean, it will remove all the corrosion and then make your job easy as well. And then that one comes off. That's holding by this one and that one, 13 mm or whatever. There you go. And then this one come off. You got two underneath there. Remember I was telling the same thing the other time. Got 4 bolt, that's off. Disc off. So that's the old bearing. It will normally won't shake. Can you see? You see? So I hammer it at the die very well, and then taking all the extra corrosion off it has to help a lot. And also I clean inside of these. You can see that's more clean. So I've done them the same thing for them 4 bolts. So that's how the tool can get in freely, and then it will help to remove, otherwise it's going to be very difficult. So what I've done while I ordered the part, while the parts get to me, I did try to remove all the tool gently and then loosen them and then put it back in, so it's easier for me to. It's only take less than 5 minutes to take it up today, but when I done it first, it was very hard because I didn't do it right. I didn't learn quite right how did I doing it. So this one is the sensor. On this one the bearing is just straightforward because it's come with the whole set. Like you don't need to pull the bearing or anything like that. It only cost me £25 on eBay. If you're buying it from Eurocar part, £160 plus the fitting fees and all that. So it's only what, £27 to be exact. They sent the reason I paid for 27 because there is some for £24 and all that, but this comes with the bolts, new bolts. But this one, different shape totally, but which is hopefully good, but we'll see. The trouble is, in order to take that off, you need to get through to it, unless if you have the right tools. It depends, like these ones, if you're using these ones, like if you're using these bolt like sort of things, and then it's not going to get in here, unless if you use one of them, put it in there, tighten it. So there we go, whichever is. I might not use the old one, because the old one are quite good, because I'll take one, for example, I'll try to take one off. Yeah, the trouble for me was like this one won't get here because it's too long. You don't find short one because it has to be quite a strong one, so you have to go through here. And then I use one of these. So make sure it's in a straight line. If it's angled, it may eat the screw. So since I unbolted the other day, it should be straightforward. But the first time when you had it, it won't be that easy. You got to make sure that has to be in line, no wobbly, no ups, down, side. Has to be straight into the screws, and then you can even hold it one side and then turn it. What I done was on this one the other day, when it was inside, you can see the other end. See, it's corroded, and then it had a lot of corrosion the other day. I put WD-40, and then that cuts through everything up, but only just to loosen it a little bit halfway through, and then I couldn't able to take it off. You can see that. So the beginning's very sharp teeth. Towards the end it's not that sharp because of the corrosion. It will get fat. Once you get fat, I mean, because of the corrosion, it's hard to cut it and get through out. So that's why you got to be more careful when you're taking off. I mean, if you experience it, you know how hard it is, because this one last, if you see my very first video on Jaguar, the Ford Mondeo, it was very difficult. It was 2003 one, but it's very hard to take it off. But now I know the trick, so all I done, clean all the rust around inside the bolt and this thing, and then keep the tools a straight line and loosen it slowly and make it halfway down and tighten it, and then done the WD-40 in the other end, and then leave it about 3 days by the time parts get to me, and I'm unrooming it today. So easy. So I'm going to do the same thing I've done that one. I took that off, so I'm going to do 2, 3 more. Alright, took all the bolts off. Right at the back there's a sensor cable. If you put the screw and release it, it will come off. And then I'll put loads of WD-40 in between these and that, and I hammer it, and then I use one of them, old one, to get in between them and there, and then just moved it, and I put more WD-40 to lose the corrosion, and then tap it up and down, like tap the top, bottom, then loosen it, then it's just come off. So make sure you have to put that inside. There you go, old one come off. Because of the corrosion here, it doesn't get released. It was solid, but if you have a solid hammer, and if you apply WD-40 from inside as well as outside, and then tap it in and out, believe me or not, I've tried to check my old video for reference how did I take it off, but I didn't complete that video. But however, there you go, you got full in details now how did I done it. So if you got that in, because I'm doing it on my own, so I don't have anybody to take videos, so I couldn't able to do it any more in detail, but in the future I'll try my best. There you go. Anyway, this is only one of the bearings. I may come across another one soon. So all I got to do now, place the new one back in. Look, the shape. So it goes that way, and then put the bolts, connect the sensor, which is inside here. That's where I use the screwdriver to, what I'm pointing it, to take that off. Just push that in and it will come off, and then putting that back in is easy. 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. If you see them 4 bolts, at the end of it has a lot of corrosion build. That's what not letting the screws to come off, so you got to be very gentle because of this side. So you're getting the idea. Put in the new screws. When you put in the screws back in, careful, chances are may go wrong thread. You don't want to do the wrong thread. Just gently do it with your hand, and then make sure it goes in right. Once it's correctly goes in, then you'll feel it. There you go, it's going. So that's wrong. But because I remember when I done it first time, I did it wrong. One of them bolts is wrong threaded, and then it causes more problem. So careful when you put in the screws back in. Make sure it's in place, and then tighten it with the hand first. Then if it's not going well, actually, look, I forgot this bit. Did the same shit last time as well. So how to put that one first in this way, because that cut for the brake pad. So, and then put that one back in. There you go. There you go. Put all together. yes, Bond is back on road for hunting. Right, fifth thing, if you notice inside, because of the corrosion that was seized, so when you're taking it off, you may have to put something in the middle, put WD-40, cut all the corrosion. Not an easy job, that's going to be a hard job. What, 27 quid. It's an expensive car to maintenance when it's come to, but if you know what you're doing, I know what I mean if you own one. It's not cheap to maintenance, but if you know what you're doing, they could get it done. 27 quid. I did it myself. If I would have taken it to garage, probably looking at £300, something like that, 250, £300, easy. Because the garage, you don't want to order it online, they will take it from the local dealer, which you're looking at about 120, 30 odd pounds for the parts and plus the labour, because it's not an easy job. If you're a first timer, look at my very first video, the Ford Mondeo and Jaguar X-Type bearing replacement. You know how did I mucked up there, because I didn't know before, so I did it for first time, and then I learned it, and then you'll see that how did I learn it. Look at my, it's gone now. I need a new tabs now. Thank you for watching. We'll meet up in another. If you in doubt about taking them bolts off on the brake pads and caliper, look at the other videos there for how to remove, how to replace the brake pad, so you'll get an idea how to